Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom. So this is the 36th Tower of Doom and we got a red Doom this time around. Of course, Dooms, gosh, they like barely ever come around these days. Once every, oh, do I need this pet? Hold up, 1 second. No, I already have that. Oh, that's the Vulpecia one. Anyways, another news. So, Red Tower of Doom. It comes once every 11 weeks, which is very rarely. It was originally once every 4 weeks. Then when, the whole season mechanic came around, it's once every 11 weeks. We're finally up to the final dagger, so now we're going to be moving on to the rings. We don't currently know what the rings do, though we will probably around the time when we get the patch, which is probably in the next few weeks. Could even be tomorrow, we don't really know. But anyways, we're just going to be going through getting all the stages completed. It looks like as a guild, we're pretty much already done. However, even if stage 12 is completed, you are not done yet until you have completed floor 25, as in getting to floor 26. The reason for this is you get a forging scroll. So, of course, the main thing, or main reward, you get from Tower of Doom events are the forging scrolls here. So these forging scrolls end up allowing you to upgrade all the Doom weapons. Of course, there is an alternative method as of last December, when we end up getting the forging orbs, the minor ones and the major ones, particularly the major ones, which kind of bypass the system for the most part. However, they're still good to have some amount of, as it's really hard to use the smaller forging orbs without a okay amount of the forging scrolls, as they only do one upgrade, so you can only really use on the last few to get really good value. Whereas the major orb, you know, you just plop it on a weapon, boom, it's insta-max. But for the smaller orbs, to use them more efficiently, you do need some amount of forging scrolls, just to kind of help out the earlier levels that only require 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, so forth. The really low amount of them. So that's generally what they're used for, like the first 5 to 8-ish, depending on how far you want to go, levels of a Doom weapon. And then you throw the smaller ones at it for the rest of the levels. But yeah, all the daggers are pretty useless. This one's no different. It just has a small insta-kill chance, does some damage to last slot. Even if it's 100% insta-kill, I think it still wouldn't be used at an 18 mana cost with no follow-up. So, unfortunately, very bad. But it's the last one, and you might still want to get it for completionist sake, as they're really hard to get into the future. Also, apparently they're trying to sell some. I would not advise buying this. They're way too overpriced for what they are. Definitely not worth it, especially with forging orbs. Like, a single forging orb is basically bigger than this offer. Like, you get a major forging that's already better. You get a minor forging that's, like, the same value as that. So they're really absurdly not worth it. But anyways, but the event itself is. So let's go to the event. We showed a couple teams during the video. I'm not sure if we want to use any of these, oddly enough. For this, I definitely do. For the higher level range, I'm going to use something like this. But what I mean by that is for the super low range, I kind of want an AoE burster. And I didn't really make like an all-in AoE burst team, so let's just make another one from scratch. So let's go do that. As I do like adjusting them ever so slightly, just so we're not using the exact same thing every single time. Okay, so we have floor 5, so let's go take the 5. And let's build one from scratch, and just keep adjusting it as we need. Though we are probably going to form into some kind of Zulgoth build once we reach the later stages. One thing that hasn't changed, Harpy Mage, still going to be insane. We don't really have access to that many empowers. Here's the full list of empowers we have under red. We do a Firebomb route, though. I was mentioning that I didn't actually build one, which is tempting. It is definitely tempting. You know what? Let's go the Firebomb route. Let's do it. I didn't build any teams for it, and it's a pretty fun one to mess with. So basically, for the earlier range, we just kind of want all enemy hitting, so we can literally just type in all enemies and just see kind of what our options are. Oh yeah, we have the Gem Dragon. Oh gosh, I'm not going to use that, but we could. It's kind of looking at what we have. Infernus could be fine. Phoenicia, obviously, but we need Redstorm if we do. Scourge of Honor could be fun. I was mentioning him. He does fall off, which is why I didn't show like a team for it for the entire time. Because most of the teams I show for the video are... Oh, I also have the Lava Dragon option. Ooh, oh, but we do have Mirage Queen. Wait. We can go Lava Dragon, Phoenicia. Wait. Oh, hold up. We actually can go Phoenicia build, because we don't actually need the hero. We could do this. We could do that. Get rid of you. Keep the Firebomb, and then replace in, I don't know, what do we need here? We need, more mana. No, I need Mirage Queen. Oh, which is more mana. Wait, you're not Elemental, are you? Oh, you are? Okay, that works. Perfect. Okay, there we go. We literally just build our Phoenicia Magma Dragon team again. We're just using Firebomb for mana accumulation. So, yeah, that's fine. Let's see why not. Alright, let's go, red, good old Phoenicia, or good old Magnesia. It works. It does what it needs to. We haven't been using her as much lately, but now's a good time to go bring her out, if nothing else. What do we even want here? Because we can't use a standard mana accumulator, unfortunately. We have 2 options at this point. Either Firebomb or, what's it called? Harpy Mage. Those are like the main 2. There are a couple other empowers, but they're all converters, which will be a lot less consistent. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for a banner. So let's go like a red-brown or something. We could easily minus purple, which this one definitely has, which we already know. Boom, boom, boom. And we don't even need a set of hero classes. We're not using a hero class. Okay, I believe that is the team. Anything else we need to adjust? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's see how it does. Probably not even set up to the correct banners or anything, but that's fine. Not really that big a deal. Alright, so right off the bats, let's go firebomb, boom, boom, boom. And then we get all of our mana, boom, 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 dead. And that's pretty much what we'll be using until it falls off. This team will fall off, probably by, I want to say the 8th floor. It'll stop working. But for this exact moment in time, it'll function, so we shall use it. And that's the game plan for now. Also, hello everyone, by the way. Hello, let me start from the top. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter. Hello, Bill. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Joyful Dragonfly. I still have so much leftovers, too. Hello, Arjonian. Hello, Roman. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Maximus. Hello, Emrenator. Hello, Trilogy. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Renaus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, wait, Isabel's actually not here. Hold up. I was just saying it. Wait, Isabel's not here. Maybe she crashed from all the food as well. I saw her in chat in game earlier. Okay, so number 2. We have ourselves a 5 and a 2. 5 for power. So power is one of those optional rooms. You don't have to take it. It gives a little bit more stats to your entire guild for the event. It's really useful early on, though those start to fall off completely in value later on. So it does become like more optional to take over time, but you do get a bunch of extra stats from it. Like almost all these stats are from the powers. Not all of them, but a good number of it. Probably like 12 of these total stats are from the powers that everyone has taken in the guild. So it makes up for quite a lot of additional stats early on, but of course there's quite a bit of a diminishing return. And at this point we have to take like 14 of them in order to even get like an additional stat at this point. Though of course it's collectively across the entire guild, not just us collecting them. But yeah, they're really good at first, but they start falling off once you start hitting the mid-10s. And particularly if you somehow get to the low 20s. At that point, we might as well just not even take them anymore. As they have quite a diminishing return. Because basically how they work is you need 1 to get 1, then 2 to get 2, so on and so forth. So by the time you're at 15, you need 16 to go get the next one. So it starts getting quite a bit longer to get those additional stats, which makes them very useful when you're at the lower numbers, but not so much once you hit the higher numbers. But yeah, there's a lot of rooms that are pretty optional on the sides. That's one of the more enticing optional ones, though. Some of the other ones are like the 2 sigil ones for the haste, which might seem like, or sorry, the 1 sigil ones for the haste, which might seem like you're not really profiting any, because the room takes a sigil to do, and then, you know, you're just getting a sigil back. However, it does bring you closer to the Valraven roll, and I believe you're effectively getting about 0.67 of a battle every time you do one of those. It doesn't seem like it, because, you know, the Valraven isn't every single one of those battles, but it is effectively giving you about 2/3 of a battle by doing one of them, even though all it's technically doing sometimes is just refunding your battle. But similar to Underworld, every single battle that you do does bring you closer to the Valraven. So doing a battle that technically costs you 0 sigils is technically giving you more sigils when you actually get the payout of the Valraven finally appearing. We only have a 3 there. Also, just communicate with your guild what the better rooms are. Keep in mind, whatever rooms I'm taking is not the one that everyone else should be taking. It is separate per guild, so it is actually, I actually kind of like this event in the sense that it actually requires guild communication. You can't just ignore your guild's existence. Because you actually have to communicate what the rooms are in order to optimally do this game mode. Which is actually the only game mode in the entire game that is like that. The next closest is probably Guild War, though it's not required. You could easily do everything for Guild War without communicating with your guild. You know, it kind of helps to know like what some of the better teams are, what your guild is running, or similar. But this mode actually quite literally requires you to communicate with your guild, otherwise you're kind of just randomly taking rooms, which would not be good, because every single room you do counts as 1 sigil, and you do not want to waste those sigils. So, hello, Lester! Hello, Clipbomb! Welcome, welcome. All's been well. I'm pretty hyped for a few days from now, the Mega Man Battle Network series. I've been looking forward to that since they announced it several months ago. And it is finally coming this weekend. I'm not sure what time this weekend, I should probably double check. But sometime on Friday. So maybe we'll do a super late night stream on Friday, we'll see. I'm not sure if they're releasing exactly at midnight my time, or how exactly that's going down. We'll have to find out. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed. Like some games are very sporadic on their release dates as far as what time they end up actually coming out. Because I'm used to Nintendo time where it's always like the exact time every single time. Like you don't have to guesstimate like, hey, what time is it going to come out on this day? You kind of know when it comes to Nintendo. But obviously every single company is different, and it could be literally any time. Okay, we're on 5, so we need a 4 and a 3. Actually, that's almost the same layout as before. A 4 and a 2 with power and unlock. That's funny. For a second, I thought I accidentally did the wrong one, but no, it's just pretty much the same exact thing. That's really funny. Anyways, let's do the 4 then. Right over here. I thought it was the same thing for a second there. But, no, it's not. Okay, let's go get our firebomb down. Got a Valraven in play. Are we in one-shot range? We are still in one-shot range. Am I even using the right metal setup? I haven't even checked before I started doing these. Yes, we are. Hey, Trippy's ready. Let me go grab that. Anyways, we did that. Let's go back to here. Go back to Tower of Doom. And continue with these. I'm not sure if we'll be able to finish all the Dooms tonight. I think we'll be slightly short and we'll need tomorrow's battles to cover the gap. We'll find out when we get there. I actually forget if tier 4 is enough. Because we brought up to the weapon. I believe tier 4 with no scouting is enough. Also, hello, Genki. And luckily our entire guild has scouted, I believe, all the way. Let me double check. Yes, they have scouted all the way, so thank you, guild. But yeah, I believe with no scouting, a tier 4 on day 1 can reach the end, or pretty close. Oh, you can't stay, but I wanted to say hi. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. Hey, where were we? I believe we needed room number 4. Nope, room number 3. Good thing I checked. Oh yeah, it was room number 4. We already took the 4. 3 was the other number. Yeah, this team will eventually fall off. It's one of the reasons I didn't show it for the video. Generally, AoE teams are not advised for Tower of Doom. For the early parts, yes. But the problem is, once you reach the later parts of the battle, they become too slow to generally want to use. But for the earlier half, they are perfectly fine, which is exactly why we switched to something like this. Ends up working out pretty nicely. But for the later half, you don't want to do this, as you'll eventually either lose or not have enough momentum that'll be way too slow. But as long as we're still double casting winning, it should be fine. Once we need more than that is when it falls off, but it's currently doing what it needs to do right now, so it's fine. No need to change it. How many skulls did you just get? There's so many skulls. Right, what do we need here? Floor 6. We are at... Okay, I'm going to be skipping all the hastes in hopes that we will still have enough sigils. If you ever were in a pinch for sigils, you can take all of them. The earlier, the better to take them as well. So at the earlier floors, they go a lot quicker. So it is a lot more efficient to take them at the lower level range. Though I will be ignoring them, I think. Because if we don't have enough, we can just simply finish it tomorrow. But if you do want to maximize, you do want to take every single haste, which we have marked with an H here. So do keep in mind every guild is different. Again, as far as where their rooms are. So let's just take the room then, because we already took the 4. We're going to skip the haste, which I generally do these days. I used to take them, but honestly, it's not worth the time a lot of times. If you're already buying the tier 4 and you're not really doing much scouting, like if you are doing any amount of scouting, or you're planning to doing scouting later for your guild, it could help out a bit. You can also simply just buy more sigils if you needed to scout for your guild. It's generally, by the time we stream, the guild pretty much already has it fully scouted, so we haven't had to scout much. There were a couple events where we had to scout like a few of them, like a few floors. But ultimately, we haven't really needed to do it much. Because by the time we do our 8 PM Eastern Standard Time stream at night, almost the entire delve, if not the entire delve, or I keep saying delve, the entire tower is pretty much scouted by then. As we can pretty much see right now, I think we're scouted up to 30, 32. Yeah, we're currently scouted up to 35, and we are only planning to go to 25. There's really no reason to go further than 25 for the most part. You can if you want to. Go beyond the 26, or, 25th completion, floor 26. But the only thing it's doing is leaderboard, and the leaderboard reward is very, very, very low. So it's not really that worthwhile to bother going deeper. Unless you want some class XP. You do get 2 class XP per each of these battles, I do believe. So if you still need to upgrade some hero classes, you can kind of shove it in there. Okay, we have a 4 and a 2. So this one's the first time we got a lucky this time around. So a lucky basically just counts as 2 Doom battles. These are theoretically also skippable in a sense. Because if you're not going for the leaderboard, all these do is just make you go higher on leaderboard. It does progress you as well through the event, which is the main reason why we normally take them, so we can get all the rewards a little bit quicker. However, if you have an active guild, you're kind of already going to get enough. It's kind of like a weird catch-22, in that guilds that are active enough to scout for it probably don't need it. But the guilds that don't scout for it do need it. It's a really weird situation where the guilds that need it most don't know where it is because, their guild might not have scouted for it. But the guilds that, already have everything scouted, and they ultimately don't really need it because they're going to have enough sigils or, enough points overall. It's just in a really weird position that basically just makes you go up in leaderboard. Because anyone who's scouting like this, any guild that is, you're obviously going to get all rewards. So all that it's doing is making you boost more on leaderboard. I still take them because why not? If I'm only going to 26, I might as well take the things that give us more leaderboard things, even if I'm not going to go beyond it. But that's pretty much all it does, just move you up ever so slightly. Currently, we're ranked 28 apparently. Though I find it funny because none of these guilds are like the top of the top guilds, I believe. Like they're not low guilds, obviously. If we go click on one of them, they're probably super high still. But you know, they're not like the highest of highest, which I find funny because that tends to happen on these leaderboards. Mostly because this leaderboard's pretty pointless. So most guilds don't like power grind for it. Anyways, what are we at right now? Okay, we did that 4-2, boom, boom, boom. Let's move on to 8 then. So we'll take this one right over here. Are you going for 69 dooms? We are not going for 69. Honestly, I have no clue the deepest I ever went. I want to say 50, though I cannot remember. I think it was 40 or 50 was the deepest I ever went. Because there was one time where we just kept going and going and going and going. There's not much of a point in doing so. What we did at one point. Kind of like journey events. One of the journey events, I think we went like super deep. I think it was the time when we finally went for the 20,000 and we just kind of kept going. But it's not really worth it for journey or for this event. We have a haste on 5, so don't take 5. And 2. Skip over the haste. Honestly, this is the time when you should be taking haste, but we're still skipping them. At this point, we pretty much would have got another Valor even if we took both of them. But if we really had to, we could just wait till tomorrow to have slightly more battles if we're a little short. Which, I think it... Oh, we already had mana. I think it comes down to how many side rooms you do on if you'll have enough sigils or not. Like how many luckies we take, how many powers we take, stuff like that. Because if we just rushed the final room every single time, like take unlock and then take the other thing, I believe with none, we would definitely always have enough if we didn't have to scout with tier 4. But then you don't get as much help for the guild, so we will be taking all those side rooms that do help along the way. Also, you definitely want to take every fireball and heroism regardless. They're actually so noteworthy. It even shows on screen how many you have on the side there. They're basically just free battles. Fireball is almost like a haste room. However, it allows you to complete a future room. So instead of just giving you more sigils, it's giving you completion of a later room. So basically what a fireball does is you can just auto-complete a room, like this room right here. However, if you use it on a later range, like let's say we get it on floor 10, and then we use it on floor 24, well, we got it with the difficulty of floor 10, but we get to auto-complete a floor on, you know, floor 24, floor 25, floor 23, whatever we end up ultimately using it on. So it makes it substantially easier. Whereas a haste does not actually make the future rooms easier, it just gives you more sigils to use when you end up reaching those later levels. So fireballs are a bit better than haste, even though they both kind of in a similar... do something pretty similar. Anyways, we'll take a 3 here. Seems to be the only one we need. I'm already hovering over it. So hello, Jason! Welcome, welcome. Right, throw down that firebomb. Hey, speaking of Valraven, and we already have all the damage we need. It's kind of funny because a lot of times I'm not even needing this firebomb to do its thing between its enchant and the explode to start a battle. Because we do have all those potion effects, of course. From buying tier 4, we have the enchant potion, the explodey potion, the regen potion, and the armor potion. So not only are we a little bit tankier, but we get a bunch of mana every single turn and right at the beginning of the battle, which is basically like a free firebomb immediately, which is kind of convenient, even though we're also using a firebomb on our team. We basically have a free one at the start of battle. As this explodes 4 gems, and guess what the other thing does? It explodes 4 gems. So quite literally exactly what a firebomb does. So hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. There we go. Okay, this team is actually still functioning, which is kind of surprising. Alright, we're at a 10, so we need a 5 and a 2. So we'll take this one, take the one top left over there. Alright, you are in a weird position because I do not have enough mana. And we're up against a Submerge team, which is kind of bad with a full AoE team. There's enough there. Wait, is it under the Spore the thread, or have they done an official post of the patch? Major updates to campaigns? Ooh. Yeah, it should be around the corner, like any week now. Is it from the spoiler thread? Did it leak from the beta test? Because I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure info always leaks from the beta test. I don't bother checking in with anyone these days on the beta test. Because honestly, I don't even know anyone who participates in the beta test anymore. I know they obviously still have people for it, but oh wait, they done the official post? Wait. I didn't even notice. Hold up. Did they post that today? Because I haven't checked the forum all day. The last time I checked the forum was earlier this morning when I did the video. Which was at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. whenever I recorded it. Which was over 12 hours ago. Wait, why am I going to Google? Well, I guess I'll go... why am I going to Google? Let's go to gemsofwar.com. Let's see. So they haven't posted the official patch notes. It's just a notice on the upcoming patch, right? Let's see. Latest news. New campaign sneak peek. Okay. Hold up. So they did post info on it. Hello, adventurers! We have some exciting changes coming to campaigns in the 6.9 nice update. Let's dive right in, giggity. Anyways, we have seen 13 campaigns so far. Yes. Oh! That means the patch is coming tomorrow, right? Because if this changes for campaigns, then they'd likely want to make that change before next campaign. Unless they're delaying next campaign. We have 13 campaigns so far. From the Seal of Karandera, saving our Skea and the Daemon Lord, right through to the Spirit window, where we have discovered Volpacia. It's been a wild ride, but it's time for a few changes. After 130 weeks of, technically more, because if you count the dooms in between, it has been 143 weeks. But after 143, gosh, I can't even say the word I just said. After 143 weeks of completing many series of small, intricate tasks, we are going to streamline how you earn campaign stars to progress. Oh no, you better not make it harder. I like being able to finish it in 30 minutes. Don't make it harder. Based on feedback we've received, our own experiences, and having examined the data on how campaign tasks are being completed, like immediately all at once. Don't you dare make it a daily. Oh no, they're going to Puzzle Quest 3 it. Oh, they better not. Oh yeah, I should check the forum to see if people are complaining, because oh no, they better not Puzzle Quest 3 it, where you have to do it like every single day. Let's see, it seems that many of the more difficult tasks have become a bit of a chore. Wait, there's still difficult tasks? Wait, that's news to me. What tasks are difficult? You literally just re-roll anything that's annoying. That's only natural after all this time. Wait, what do they mean? There are no difficult tasks. They literally removed all the difficult tasks from reroll. And if anything's annoying, you just reroll it, and then you get a super easy one. The only thing that's slightly annoying is how many you have to kill of a color, but you can just lower the number some. So the new campaign task system works as follows. Each week has 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze task. Wow, they make it easier? Okay, if they're making it even easier, I don't mind that. Tasks are now simpler, and tend to be things like win battles, match colored gems, or earn gold. Okay, all things that you tend to do naturally. Okay, so they're making all of them rerolls then. They probably have data on how much people are rerolling, and it's like, why don't we just make the entire system reroll? Okay, so that's actually good. Each of those tasks above is divided into 5 milestones. You'll still earn 100 stars per week, or 120 if you have the big paid pass. I hope they're updating the loot from it too. But now you earn some with each at every milestone. Okay. So they're making it, gosh, they're making it kind of like how the old event system works back in the day. That's cool. The gold tasks earns 50 stars. The silver earns 30 stars, and the bronze 20 stars, which is no, that's not how it was before, but it's a similar structure. The good news is that you don't have to collect them at every milestone. Oh, that's huge. I hated that so much. Actually, when she was still on the dev team, I actually asked Salty about this back like 3-4 years ago, and she said it would probably never happen. Well, guess what? It just happened. But yeah, I actually mentioned this to the devs, or at least to Salty, which hopefully communicated it to the devs. It's sometimes harder to reach them specifically. But yeah, I actually mentioned this to them a couple years ago. And, man, they finally did it. That's cool. A little late, but better late than never. You do have to collect your stars once a task and milestone in it are complete. This will trigger the next week to start if available. Otherwise, you'll need to wait until the following week. Okay, cool. So overall, I don't see anything bad about this yet. That's nice. As you can see, though this doesn't seem like a big update, all it's doing is just making campaigns easier. They were already kind of pretty easy. But even easier is perfectly fine. Instead of taking like half an hour, maybe we'll take like 10 minutes. It'll probably still take about half an hour, maybe even an hour. but a lot of them will just be passive tasks that we might not even directly have to go out of our way for. Anyways, as you can see, the new campaign task system is a lot less intrusive than the current one. Yeah, you can pretty much just do anything and get it done. There's no hunting gnomes, switching banners, or changing hero classes. Aww. But then we can't cover teams that cover it. Though we kind of stopped even bothering. It just did it on the stream anyways. It's also much easier to catch up back into the campaign. Yeah, since literally anything you do just gives you campaign progress now, in a sense. So that's pretty cool. Due to the unfortunate bit of timing, the next campaign was due to start 2 weeks before 6.9 update release. Because we're so excited to share these changes with you, we have decided to delay campaign 14 2 weeks. Okay, so next patch is coming in 2 weeks then, is basically what you're saying here. That's fine. Okay. So that's something to mention on next week's Monday video then, when there's no campaign. But yeah, the 2 weeks of Nomapalooza? No, they're not going to do 2 weeks of Nomapalooza. They're just delaying the thing for 2 weeks. Wait, what are we having in the meantime then, though? You're just going to be like more Tower of Doom? Wait, they didn't mention. What are we having in between that time then? Because is it Tower of Doom? Is it something else? Because we're so excited to share these changes with you, we have decided to delay campaign 14 for 2 weeks, which means what's happening then? So we can start once the update 6.9 is released. We hope that's not too much of an inconvenience, but we're certain you'll enjoy these changes. Of course, the 6.9 has some other cool stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what it is, the other stuff. Because this is a pretty small tweak. It's literally just making campaign a bit easier. Hopefully they're updating the loot too. We don't know if it is, but the loot could definitely use a bit of an update on it. Particularly the extended pass, but I don't know, just the loot in general. Good to see a little bit of updating, but we'll see if they actually do. Anyways, of course the 6.9 update has some other cool stuff in it as well. But the patch notes around the release. Okay, so we'll know in about 2 weeks from now. Okay, so it's just kind of a little spiel on them making campaigns easier. That's kind of cool. Though that also means we have a delay of the next campaign. Though they did not specifically mention what's happening in between. Are we going to have Tower of Doom? Are we going to have the return of raids or an invasion week? Or are we just randomly going to have like an invasion next week? Which we haven't had as a weekly event for like years now. Because they didn't really mention like what we're having to fill that gap of time. Because they have to put something there. It's not like we're going to have just nothing within that time. Anyways, let's get back to Tower of Doom. So I got a lot of Dooms to go through. An extra arena event, no. The weekend event should still be the same. I highly doubt they changed the weekend events. I'm pretty sure we still have a Vault weekend next week's weekends. Does Terran's World show what's going on? I'm not sure if it does. Because I don't think they've updated the files of the game yet. Because that's the only way Terran's World would know. Is if the files of the game itself have been updated. We could check though. Let's see. We currently know... Oh, yeah, they're still doing the holiday event. Oh, that means the Oh, maybe the holiday event will just be the thing. It says World event, so yeah, Terran's World has not been updated. It still says World event, which we know for sure is not happening next week. I wonder if the holidays thing still is. So yeah, Terran's World just doesn't have any info on it, which I didn't think it would. Because we need an update to the game itself before it knows anything more than what we currently know. But, I don't know. They'll probably do that in the next several days or something. They have to change whatever the next week's event week is. But currently, Terran's World doesn't know because they haven't actually changed it yet. The game itself. Well, we'll find out sometime later this week. Actually, maybe even the forum post has it written below. Because I didn't actually check the forum post. Mostly because it's so broken doing it through the page I'm on right now. Because if I go to here, it is very, very broken. Let's see. How do I get to official news easily? Hey, there we go. I found the thread. Did they mention it somewhere down here? Let's see. I'm not seeing anything on it. We're on a dev post. I can't really tell with this broken interface. Which I still don't understand why it's so broken on these page things. Yeah, I'm not seeing any info that says what we're having those 2 weeks. Is this it? No. It's just someone asking a question about it. But yeah, there's still so many questions. I wonder when they're going to answer it. Oh, so when was this posted to the forum, by the way? I did not see it at all. Let's see. Wait, they posted this a while back? Oh, no. Oh, the date interface. I was like, wait, they posted this on April 1st? But this is like, the rest of the world kind of interface. Oh, never mind. That's just the first post. Never mind. I see. It is actually incorrect date order. But that's the post number. which normally isn't there, but because it's broken interface, it's showing it there. I see. I was like, wait, this was posted on April 1st? What kind of joke is this? No. Anyways, yeah, it was posted at, oh, it was posted earlier this morning. Oh, come on. It was posted after I did the morning video, which is why I didn't notice it. They posted this like 1 or 2 hours after I got the weekly video up. Oh, that's funny. No wonder why I didn't notice it. They posted it pretty much exactly as I did the video. Oh, what a fail. That would be why I didn't notice it. Like, literally as soon as it was all uploaded and finished and all finalized on YouTube, was when they posted on the forum earlier this morning. Go figure. That would explain why I did not see it earlier. That's a little bit unfortunate timing. Alright, this team's starting to fall off. This is the exact situation where I mentioned we'd probably stop using this team. So I think it's about time to stop using this team, as we have hit the point of no return for this team being bad, unfortunately. Which is the issue of every AoE team when using it in a mode like this. So this is the end of the line. Okay, let's go get the other team that we actually mentioned. So, it's Zolgoff time! And specifically Centurion. I've never been as big of a fan of Centurion, even though it's really good. It's one of those few really good options in the game that I just don't like using as much. However, it is very good and very good in this situation, so we shall use it. Alright, we need 3, 4, and 5. So everything except that little guy over there. Yep, wrong team. Also, one nice thing is, unlike Underworld, you are allowed to switch your team every single battle. So you're allowed to use things like Firebomb like we just were. You're allowed to switch your team literally every battle if you wanted to. Though that wouldn't really be that time efficient, but you could if you truly wanted to. Better keep like a notepad with multiple different ones so you can switch them pretty quickly. Just by copy-pasting them as you need to. Anyways, we'll kill the bigger threats. Go for the Centurion alignment. Get 1 billion mana. Kill out everything that has resummon. Have them get resummoned apparently. Keep converting with this, and rinse and repeat until the entire team is dead. And that is the game plan. Get infinite mana, boom, Zolgoff, boom, repeat until win. Pretty much standard Centurion Zolgoff shenanigans. Just with a different mana accumulator because we don't have option to the better one, so we're just using Harpy Mage, which is a pretty good mana accumulator. It's just not as good as like Leprechaun comparatively. But it's a good alternative when you're under an enchant game mode but don't have access to Leprechaun. As it's pretty much just turn 2 Leprechaun, which is pretty similar to Leprechaun, just a turn delayed. Plus you get Brownstorm, which depending on your team composition could be beneficial. In our particular team composition right now, it doesn't make too huge a difference. Hey, we just got Devour on him, that's funny. He does have a 10% Devour plus 10% per wild card on the board. If we ever get another wild card mechanic added to the game, I feel like Centurion could be really broken. One issue is it's kind of hard to get just like random wild cards on the board to kind of boost ratio him. But if we ever did, he has some pretty good Devour rate. Like some really, really high Devour rate. Because if you have 5 wild cards on the board, he has 60% at that point. And it's kind of hard to get that many on the board because there's not that many things that passively create them. Normally his main boost ratio is off of himself when he ends up doing after the fact. Because it doesn't retroactively take into account what he's doing. Like, let's say you convert 20 of them. He does not have a 200% chance to Devour. It takes the current number that is on the board, not the number after his ability. So you would have to cast his ability and then still have wild cards left on the board for it to do anything. For example, right now there are 0. He only had a 10% chance to Devour there, and he still only has that. Also, keep in mind, do not Zolgoff the Doom. The main reason we have Rope Dart is to go do that, so we can then Zolgoff the other one and then kill out that way. Though apparently a Skull just does it for us. And there we go. Like right now, if he was to cast, he would have a 20% Devour because there's 1 wild card on the board, and he has a base of 10%. It's kind of hard to get a lot of them on the board. We need like an extra turn option that creates like 3 wild cards. That's actually good. Like some kind of follow-up on it. That would be a huge buff to what Centurion can ultimately do. As most of them wouldn't get matched. You would have a lot of board control afterwards. Because I don't, now that I think about it, I don't think there's any extra turn wild card mechanic in the game. There's extra turn in the sense that they might land it on the board. But I don't believe there's any wild carder currently in the game that has auto extra turn on their ability. Which would be really cool if we eventually get such a mechanic. It could be potentially a little bit too broken though. But at some point with enough power creep in the game, they'll add it to the game. They've added many things that seem like it'd be way too broken that have come into the game. There were even things that were way too broken in the past that they then added back to the game. Like, for example, the Dust Devil team that currently is this ultra meta for quick killing that they might nerf with the Adana rework. I sure hope they don't. But that team was nerfed like 7 years ago. And then it was brought back for the last 2 years. But it actually existed way back when. And then they nerfed it because it was too strong. But then when it came back, they left it as is because of power creep. It wasn't as strong anymore. Oh, good. He got his little small devourer in there. But there's so much power creep that 5 years later, they just figured to keep it in the game. And hopefully they still will after the Adana rework. We'll find out. If they have changed their decision for, like, the 3rd time. Because originally they thought it was too overpowered. Then when it came back, it was like, ah, it's fine. And we'll find out after the Adana rework if they still think it's too overpowered. Because that'll be the true moment when we'll know if it'll officially be changed. Because if it gets nerfed again, it's probably never coming back. And I hope it does stay. It's a really fun mechanic. But if it ever gets nerfed again, it's probably never ever coming back at that point. Oh, I can't insta-kill the other one. That's unfortunate. Oh no, it got revived! That's even worse. Well, we can just Zolgoth it and that should kill it out there. Oh, come on. These skulls just do not want to hit. Luckily, he gains, like, infinite mana in those situations, so it's not too big a deal. There we go. Also, hello, Insane Gamer. Welcome, welcome. Also, hello, Kaki. Also, hello, Bill Warhammer, for the dinner. Say hello. Alright, 13. What do we have here? We have, ooh. Got a lucky room. 3 and 4. We'll take this one in the corner. Good old lucky room. Alright, I'll throw that down. Get our convert there. Get our Zolgoth poke. Get our other convert. Get our the rope dart. And that gives us Zolgoth mana because it destroys 3 reds. And then boom. Gosh, I love rope dart so much. And rope dart, also, I didn't mention a single time to stream, though I iterated it a ton in the previous video. But do not leave this week without getting rope dart. It is such a good weapon. You might not see me use it like a super high amount, but it is a very absurdly good weapon. Among one of the strongest in the entire game. It's not always the option for every team, but it could be. Like, there's pretty much any team you can kind of slot it in if you really wanted to. Alright, we have that. We'll go for a convert. Not much we get from it, but it's enough. Ooh, okay, we'll take the green. Watch so there's just explode everything. So probably should have taken a different target for the explode there. Very slow battle, but once we get the Zolgoth, we should be good to go. So we'll let him loop a little on us. It's not going to matter much. Then we Zolgoth and he's dead. Oh no, that's a big miss. But hey, Centurgan, that's what he's for. And even gets to devour from all the wild cards that were already on the board. From the previous miss. The only good thing about missing so many times is if the skulls miss, it gives Centurgan a good cast. If Centurgan misses, there's a bunch of wild cards, so he'll end up devouring, most likely, on his follow-up. Alright, there we go. Let's go for this one. Alright, we'll take the blue. We could have rope darted first if we really wanted to. But I wanted the blue to go more so into the good old Zolgoth. So we want to bring the Doom always to first slot. This is mostly to make sure that we can actually kill it. It does have immune to insta-kill. So we kind of need to rope dart it just to make sure it dies. And we'll go for the convert to see what happens. Good enough. And we'll start killing out the rest and be good to go. Throw down another Centurgan. Lucky little Devourer there. And then just dies. Even without the Devoured, Skull follow-up would have probably been fine. Though it did just miss. But luckily they're frozen, so it doesn't really matter too much because you can't actually turn off of it. Alright, 14. Only 4. Also, yeah, we're definitely not going to have enough sigils, but we'll clear it out throughout the week. Not in any rush to get it done. I do want to make sure we get it done before the weekend. But otherwise, no rush to get it done. Alright, I'll take the skull right over there. Get a rope dart onto you. What else do we need? We do have another skull poke. It is enraged, so it actually will kill. I want to do that in case he gets revive, and guess what he did? Revive. And he revived into a boss troop, too, of all things. Kind of funny. They can do that. There's actually a really high chance that happens, too. Dragons have a lot of legends and mythics. Probably more so of a ratio of their troops than almost any other typing. The only two that might be similar are Daemons and Divines. But I believe dragons have the highest ratio of legends and mythics of any troop type in the entire game. Doesn't mean they're good legends or mythics, but from an actual ratio perspective, I believe it is the highest of any of them. of any type. Because a good majority of the dragons are the higher level rarity range. Daemon or Divine are probably the next closest. Probably Daemon. There's a lot of Divine Daemons. I mean, a lot of Legend and Mythic Daemons, I mean. Alright, that was the only room we needed here. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I probably should use Centurion more often. It's a really good option. I just hate that he denies your own skulls, and while you generally get the skulls back, you sometimes have a buffer turn like you see occasionally here where it's just missing. Because the biggest issue that this team has is the Zolgoth has a high chance of missing its follow-up. The reason being is you're denying every skull from the board. So there's not that many skulls when you go for your Zolgoth, like right now, for example. There's a lot less skulls on the board, and that's the main thing I hate with this team. Obviously, it's meant to mana cycle, so you're more so going for the insta-kills and the skull pokes. But it makes it a lot less likely you're going to land the skull poke, which is probably the main thing I'm not a fan of with the Centurion Zolgoth team. For a mode like this, it doesn't matter as much. But if I was doing like a bunch of Explore 12, I don't care for this team as much because of that. It just always feels weird using a team that denies the main thing you need. Because the main thing we need on this team is skulls. But Centurion every single time will deny every skull on the board. It's just a weird combination. Like, it works, but it just seems kind of counterintuitive. Even though it is very strong. Okay, we'll take the brown down. We don't have that many skulls. We'll still go for it, though. It's a lot of mana. Get the rope dart. Oh, I already rope darted you, but here, have a double rope dart. Have all the rope darts. One poke off. Stop taking pokes. We need the poke. Hello, McDoubleDad. Welcome. Yeah, Rope Dart and High King Iron Gut on the same week is kind of insane. I do highly advise getting both, though if you could only get one, I would prioritize the Rope Dart. Because High King Iron Gut, he'll be back in like 3-4 months from now, whereas Rope Dart might not be back till 2024, so... If there was only one to get, it's definitely Rope Dart, but if you can get both, definitely get both. As they are both really good pickups. And High King Iron Gut got quite a bit of a buff with Bane of Mercy a couple weeks ago. He's never been stronger than he has been in the current state of the game. And he was already really strong. But Bane of Mercy made it even better. Though he was pretty much already at the top of my S tier even before that. But he's still very high up there. Some people don't like using him. I find it funny. Because there's definitely a lot of metas I don't like using, but I feel like a lot of people don't like using High King Iron Gut compared to some other options. I really love using him, though. He's so strong. Like, everyone always has, like, those few mythics they hate using, even though they're, like, the absolute meta in the entire game. Like, one of them I don't like using, like, Piskia and, Possessed King are both two really good mythics. I tend to not use that often. Mostly due to their inconsistency is the main thing I don't like about them. But they're really good mythics that are used pretty often by people. Even though I barely ever touch either of them. If anything, I definitely use Piskia a little bit more often. Because I feel like he works for some of the restrictions. Whereas Possessed King, I don't know. I like Skull teams that don't use him. Even if you're using a Doom Skull variant. But he is really good on exploding a billion times. Particularly on Skull spam teams. I'll catch you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. Also, hello, Stode. Welcome, welcome. Now, let me go for the explosion. Let's see. I'll take the other thing. Boom, boom, boom. Get our Zolgoth down. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I should take that green first. My bad. Get our convert over there. Get our even more mana because that wasn't enough. Oh, come on. That's the only problem with wild cards. Wild cards give you no value when exploded. A lot of power gems, they'll trigger their effects, but wild cards don't do anything when exploded. Oh wait, why did I think that was a Cascade Skull? Whoops. I definitely thought that was a Cascaded Skull right there. And now I don't have a kill condition. That's funny. Not sure what I was thinking there, but there we go. I did that to take a skull, and I'm not sure what I ultimately did there, but it was not a skull. I know, we're almost going to run out of battles. Actually, when we run out of battles, we'll go hand out a code. And then from there, we'll go clear out the dailies, as we haven't even touched them yet. Though any time a Tower of Doom event comes around, it definitely takes the entire stream. I already knew that. As Tower of Doom's... I don't know. Tower of Doom is nice. in that you can generally finish it all in like a day or two. Unlike some other things like, let's say, Guild War, where you do have to spread it out across a week. Alright, we did that, We're skipping the haste, so let's just move forward. Oh wait, speaking of which, we're at 0 sigils. Oh no, if we don't get a Valraven here. Oh wait, never mind, I can't even do this battle. Oh wait, we're done. Hold up. Well, redeem code time. Wait. I didn't realize we're already at 0. That's funny. Oh, no good orbs. Come on, let me update my orb numbers. Oh, no orb updating today. But, there we go. Anyways. So, yeah, nothing there. Alright, let's see. Anything over there? We already did that. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's go clear out dailies then. But first, let me go hand out code. I did say we do code once we finish out thing, and apparently we have done thing. Let me scroll down on this. Actually, let me go delete this real quick. So we can actually see all the codes. Oh, I'm running low on codes. I need to go ask Kafka for more codes. She never did give me any for April yet. Mostly because the last time she gave them was like late March. So we never really got the April ones because the other ones were a little late. But there you guys go. There's a redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code is found in the settings menu. Redeem code is right over there in chats and gives same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Anyways, let's go and clear out all the things. So first things first, still trying to slowly get Spirit Walker EXP. Hasn't changed. We'll have it max sometime next year. No. We'll have it max at this rate in like a month or two. But we're doing it in a way that we passively get it done, doing things we're already going to do anyways. So it's like we're getting it done in 0 time in a sense. Even though we could just grind it out for 2 hours to get it fully completed if we truly wanted to. Good, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. And I'll clear out dailies and then probably call it a wrap there for now. But tomorrow, we'll have the faction event. We'll be finishing up the... Oh! You know what we're doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's going to be the really long stream. We will finally have Diamantina tomorrow. Actually, you know what? We might have Diamantina today. Hold up. The stream might not be over yet. Maybe we should go do that next. Well, we definitely are. But if we get a perfect dungeon today, we have Diamantina tonight instead of tomorrow night. Oh, that would be huge. Oh, if only. Could you imagine? Well, worst comes to worst, we'll have it tomorrow night, so it's not that big a deal. But we will finally have the double Diamantina, meaning I can finally cover the Mythic tier list, we can finally cover the Diamantina video, kind of can finally cover everything. As we will truly have every Mythic at that point then. Even though we already have 1 Diamantina, it's not quite the same as double. Kind of like how 1 Ironhawk is not even remotely close to 2 Ironhawks. Like they are 2 substantially different teams that have almost nothing to do with each other, but how they function. And double Diamantina is kind of similar to that. The way it functions is pretty similar, though. But it is used for a very distinct team. That's the meta for probably so many things in this game. I haven't had the chance to actually use for them yet. But we will tomorrow. Or tonight, if we get lucky. Though I highly doubt we'll get lucky tonight, but you never know. Otherwise, we'll guarantee have it by tomorrow. That'd be fun if we just randomly get a Dragonite Merchant right now. Because 1 Dragonite Merchant actually would do it. I haven't seen a Merchant in a while, though. In all fairness, I haven't really been doing many modes that can give us Merchants lately. Alright, moment of truth. Did we get a perfect dungeon today? Okay, we're still in the running. We're still in the running. No! Oh, tomorrow night it is. Oh, no! Deathmark Freeze. It's even worse. But yeah, not tonight. But tomorrow night, it looks like we'll finally have double Diamantina. So we'll finish up Tower of Doom tomorrow night, or at least make more progress on it. We'll have the entirety of the faction, and then we'll end on messing with Diamantina for the entirety of next stream. Which should be pretty fun, the double Diamantina build. There's only one way to build it. However, the build has a lot of use cases. Despite really only having 1 structure. Our whole team is just a singular Zolgoth, but honestly, that's way more than enough. Gosh, Angry Mob is such a weird good troop. Because Angry Mob can solo an entire battle if you don't mind it taking forever. Making him really good in Guild War so you don't lose. Oh, thank you for posting the link, Jason. Yeah, I'm not sure where Isabel is. I'll need to contact her, see if she's okay. She's probably just busy or fell asleep or something. Yeah, she's almost always around. I actually got sick again. It is that season to kind of get sick from the seasonal change. Which I tend to a lot, though I haven't really gotten sick yet this season. The keyword on the yet. So, hello, Stacy. Welcome, welcome. Alright, I do not have anything to do there. Alright, we'll get the explode. And dead. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I'll take out this final one. And I guess I will conclude things then, because we've done pretty much all the things we need to thing. And we can't open Volkies anymore! It feels so sad. Last night we finally opened all of our Volkies. So now we can't just like open some random Volkies. We'd have to go merchant hunting or something. But I really don't have anything to merchant hunt for. Well, I guess Dragonite technically, but at this point I'd rather just do it tomorrow night. Since we're guaranteed gonna have it by tomorrow night anyways. We waited this long, we can wait one more day. Because that content came out in August of last year. It is now April, the following year. And we are just about to have it tomorrow. After all that time. It wasn't as bad as Zolgoth, though. Zolgoth, I think, took me 13 months when he first came out. Because there wasn't as many ways to get orbs compared to the current state of the game. It was quite a bit slower to get. Like, the average time for him was like a year to a year and a half. In the current state of the game, it's probably like half a year. But, back in the day, it was substantially harder to end up getting. But anyways, that should bring our Dragonite to 483 or something, or 482. Yeah, 483. I mean, what did I say 4? I meant 9. 983. So I was right the first time. I just said 4 instead of 9. Obviously, because it's 1 day away. But, yeah, 983. So we'll guarantee have it by tomorrow. Cool. We're pretty much there. Just 1 day away. But tomorrow night we'll be able to mess with that. Hey, we got a Volkey. Let's go open our 1 Volkey. Yeah, that's something we could actually do now. Now that we're at like 0 Volkeys, we could open over our Volkeys the second we get them now. For the fun of it. So this Volkey came from the Tower of Doom event that we currently have going on. So let me go do that. Even though we don't have any Tower of Doom battles, I do have the Volkey from it. And normally I don't open them immediately. However, here we can, so I might as well open it real quick, see what we have inside. Alright, so right off the bat, let's go take the green, explode the whole board. And hopefully there's enough skulls. There is. Boom, dead. And let's see what we get. Come on, something good. What do we get? A small orb? Anything good in there? No, boo. Unfortunate. But yeah, we're going to start opening them pretty much immediately now whenever we get them from an event. Like tomorrow we'll get a Volkey as well from the faction event, so we'll open it then. Yeah, I think we're going to do that going forward. Except when we do a Vault event week, in which case we'll get like multiple hundreds of keys. Obviously those will not be consumed immediately. Oh gosh, I've actually opened all my keys. I've never seen this before. It actually tells you to go do treasure hunt. That is funny. It's telling us to do treasure hunt because I've done all the other things. I guess we'll do one treasure hunt real quick. Why not? It has been forever since I've done treasure hunt. Speaking of things that need a major update, when are we getting the treasure hunt rework? I want it so badly, so there's actually a reason to do treasure hunt. Because honestly, I find treasure hunt to be pretty relaxing. There's just, from a resource perspective, no reason to be playing this game mode. But I don't hate this game mode. Like, I would play it if there was like a resource incentive reason to do so. Of course, which there currently really isn't, unless you just want to get a few gems. But at that point, you might as well just take tribute more often in the current state of the game. Because taking tribute twice is more than an hour's worth of doing this mode. Which just makes it not seem worth it. When you could just take your tribute just randomly for several seconds over the course of a day. Rather than doing this mode for an entire hour. So very little incentive to do it. However, it is still, to this day, the best infinite gem method in the entire game. Like, if you just want to, like, infinitely farm gems with no restrictions at all, this is still the best method in the game. Just rushing down this game mode. But we're not really doing rush method right now. I'm not sure what method we're doing. We're doing, like, a combination of taking moves very quickly and, oh, no. We're not really using any method right now. Just because it's been so long since we've done this, I'm kind of just, like, randomly taking gems for the most part. Obviously not completely randomly, but we're definitely being a little inefficient on it. Because if we really wanted loot, we'd be going as quickly as possible. And if we really wanted to get big chests, which currently does not have much of an incentive structure, I hope they fix that. But if we wanted to get big chests, this is definitely not the way you would go about it. But hey, we might get a vault here. Let's see if we can get a double vault. I highly doubt we will with how inefficient we're playing on it right now. Oh, you never know. Give it a shot, see what happens. Now, we'll take that one over just because we get a combine there. I'm going to take that one for the same reason. Trying to get like a gold extra turn over here if we can. I don't think I can cascade for it though. My biggest concern is the bag situation over here. We have a really big congestion in the middle and no way to really do anything about it. I need those to kind of get knocked down as well. I'm actually gonna do it this way. Because I need those other gems to get knocked down. Okay, we'll take that over. Okay, we're definitely gonna get bottlenecked here. No! The thing falling from Sky was actually bad there. But the follow-up was actually kind of good there from Sky. So we'll take that. I can move this one over. I can also move the other one over. I need these gold gems to be near each other, though. Which has been a very big issue down here for pretty much this entire battle. Let's see. We've had, like, this giant congestion in the middle that has just made this entire map, very bad. Okay, I can't take that bronze coin because I can't drop the other one. There's no point in taking that unless we get, like, really lucky from Sky, which we did not. I move this other one over, but we're just bottlenecked there, which we have been pretty much the entire fight. Okay, if I move this over, is there a way I could take the coin? No, but I could do this. Get the other one near each other. Come on, I just need to find a way to make that go down. Oh, wait, I can't. Oh, no, I can't. There's not another chest by the thing. I can, like, move it over, but that doesn't really do anything. Oh, but then we can move it down. Hey, we can get a vault. There we go. It's actually going to make us get less loot, but I'm going to do it just for the fun of it. There we go. We got a vault. Alright, that could have gone way smoother, but let's see. Come on, 2 gem keys, 2 gem keys. Come on. No, 6 glory keys isn't awful, but it's not 2 gem keys. Anyways. Why was I doing a treasure hunt? Probably because it popped up there. But, oh, now it says to make me go do arena. No, I'm not going to go do arena. You're not going to trick me twice, game. But yeah, I wish treasure hunt would get buffed. There's not much of an incentive to go for vaults. Like you saw there, 6 glory keys, not really worth the, what, 5 minutes that took to go get them. Oh, so hello, George. Welcome, welcome. But anyways, any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, I think we might be wrapping up here. But tomorrow night, we got a billion things we'll go do. We got the faction, we got the Diamantina, the double Diamantina team will finally be able to go test for the first time. And hopefully cover a video for it the following day. And we also have more Tower of Doom, since we've kind of depleted our current sigil stack. But of course, tomorrow we'll have some more and keep chipping down the event until we're done with it. And that's pretty much the game plan. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. As I mentioned, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got a lot of things to go cover tomorrow night, so it should be fun. Of course, they mentioned on the forum the thing that they have with the campaign. So we do have that coming in 2 weeks, the campaign rework. That also means a delay to the campaign, so we do not have a campaign week next week. With the changes that they're going to be making to it with the 6.9 patch. Curious what else is going to be happening in that 6.9 patch. We don't really know until later, but we'll find out in about 2 weeks from now. Anyways, guys, enjoy your week. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.